Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will kick it away first.
Texas.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense set on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mitchell. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, just wear you out.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Looking to move it through the air. Gets it to the back. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying play action. Under heat, he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. You go back over the history of this rivalry, and there's certainly been close games, but there have also been a large number of blowouts, and we had one last year for the Horns, David.
And I think as a Texas fan, you better understand that, because when you win big the year before, OU is going to come out with their hair on fire, Jesse, ready to make a statement.
Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the play?
They'll run it. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with Bragg
running toward the tape. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the...
Looking for the end zone. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. The 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Corners are going to bail. Wide out in motion. To the air, it's Hawkins. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Throws to the back. Quick completion on the out route. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
He's looking to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Texas, 7. Oklahoma, 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
This is a third and long. These corners going to give them some space. The throw. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on third and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge first down on third and long.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fast motion from the offense. Keeps it on the bootleg. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown Sooner!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over UTEP. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete to the left. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Back to pass, it's Mayer. He's going for it all. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Quick handoff. Tackled after picking up the first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
When you have a quarterback that's this dynamic, you'd be stupid not to get him outside the pocket. Great job bootlegging to the right. Now I can throw the deep ball, I can throw some crossers, or I can run it and take off. It's really tough to defend. The defense did a good job, but I'm going to continue to do this and use his athletic ability to my advantage.
Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Out of the end zone. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that.
He's taking the shot. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fair catch called for and made. Line gets set, first down. Motion from the offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Feeling some heat. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Pick your poison, right? When he gets outside the pocket, man, what do? Do I play the pass and stay back deep? Or do I come up and try to make a tackle? I'm not going to give up a big play and give up an easy pass, so it's just easy pickings for this quarterback because of his athleticism.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Finds his man, it's Brown. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They'll try it on the ground. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Hawkins. Looking to scramble. The throw. Makes the grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal. Quarterback sneak for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I think the defense just lost track of where the tight end was. He was running his route to the outside. Nobody there. I think the DBs got occupied by some clear-out routes, so the offense will take it, and they keep the drive alive.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's not afraid to go deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Looking for a man. It's Mayer. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, going up top. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
He lets it fly. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
That's a great job of the defense turning the page. You just gave up a big completion. You come right back here, you defend another shot down the field. That should hopefully give them a little bit of confidence.
Quickly complete. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
He's got it on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Single back formation, and they give it to it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the...
Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes the easy completion. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Picks up 4. Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 28, Texas 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to pass, it's Mayer. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. This offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's picked off for the third time today. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Throws toward the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. But good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Bringing it back.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them deep.